Live from the studio of his parents' basement, the Have You Seen It podcast.
Hello and welcome back to the Have You Seen It podcast. My name is Mason Knight. Sitting across me is the one and only Cash Kraus. But before we begin, if you guys can please be sure to smash that like button, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification. We drop videos here every single day. And if you guys want to help support the channel, please be sure to join our membership for $1.99 a month. You guys get emojis of me and Cash. Being like, whoa, surprise.
Surprise face. We do a lot of surprise faces.
We do a lot of surprise faces.
We're surprised by anything.
You know, we really are.
Simple folk.
It's incredible.
Simple folk.
Yep, but you guys can get that. You get special badges too. So go check that out. There are tiers there. The highest tier, the second highest tier, you get all of our videos right away. So you don't have to wait because we record once a week. So with that said, go check it out.
Pretty great. Well, Mason, my shoes are melting. Pets are dying. Hottest day of the year, reaching triple digits up here in Washington.
We don't get too many of those days.
No, we don't.
In a calendar year.
What better time to talk about movies?
Right.
When it is boiling outside.
It is. It is very hot, but it is very cool in here. Do you notice how good this AC is
very
working
nice.
today?
It is very, it's chugging along for sure. It's
Do you remember
trying.
those days we didn't have AC in this studio? Those were bad days.
I don't remember a lot of them because I did black out.
Right, a
Remember
few times,
that?
yeah.
So, a little brain damage there.
Of course.
For sure, lack of oxygen.
Some heat stroke.
Which is going to happen, of course. But that's what we do. We're here to talk about an exciting weekend for films, Mason.
Very much so.
Yeah, we got some good ones coming out for sure. And this one I was definitely excited for. It is the new horror film, Black Phone. Black Phone.
The Black Phone.
Directed by angry, vengeful Scott Derrickson after being fired from Doctor Strange.
Of course.
Came in hot, said, I'm going to murder children.
Oh, really, Disney? Well, now I'm going to kill children.
I'm going to turn it on your head. Disney loves kids.
Yep.
I'm going to kill them.
Yeah, I'm going to kill
Gone.
Well, he really showed them, didn't
he did. But yes, Scott, written and directed by Scott Derrickson, based on a novel by a...
very familiar name here.
Yeah, Joe Hill.
If you know the Great King, you would know something about Joe Hill.
You know his spawn, Joe Hill, who wrote a short story called The Black Phone in 2004. Joe Hill, he's a great writer. Yep. But a little biased when I kept seeing the Stephen King book or quote about this film and not knowing that it was based on the Joe. When they were like, everyone was doing that quote where Stephen King was like, it's Stand By Me in Hell, which is a weird quote. I don't really get it because it's not really Stand By Me in Hell.
Not at all.
But now I know, a little bias there, King.
Well,
a little bias. You
gotta show for your son.
Skin in the game.
A little nepotist, do we say?
For sure. It's the best movie of all time.
It's like literally, there's no better story or film.
There's Casablanca, Siskin, The Black Phone.
Absolutely.
But yeah, Joe Hill, he is a great horror writer. I've read a few of his things, but he's great. Mason, what do you think about The Black Phone? Starring Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke.
Man, is he on a tear lately.
Hey, he's doing really great work, gotta say. And
he's great in Moon Knight, too. And playing the bad guy these days.
Yeah, he is.
Doing
a lot of evil work. But I absolutely love this film. And very, very 1970s style. Just even the way this film opened up, I really enjoyed the opening credits because it really just had that
1978
1970s feel.
Which is a great year for serial killers.
Oh, one of the best. If you're a serial killer, you're on this list for sure. John Wayne Gacy.
A lot of great serial killers.
Yeah, for sure.
Ed Kemper coming around.
Ed Kemper, that crazy bastard.
He was picking up co-eds these days.
He was.
It was so fucking easy to kill kids in the 70s and 60s, bro.
It's so straight. Well,
it's not talked about enough.
To do their job.
People are like, these are the golden days. Yeah. Like, no,
not really.
Cops, horrible cops.
Bro, they were like, yeah, your kid ran away. All right, moving on to the next case.
9 kids have been taken from the school. We don't have constant police work around.
No surveillance, nothing.
We don't have one patrol officer around on the grounds.
No.
Kids are being grabbed left and right from this fucking place, and no one's doing anything.
No one cares. Well, and it's well known throughout the school.
In the 70s, they were had a kid, too many kids. And we got to get rid of. We got to thin the herd.
We have a population problem in the bad way. So yeah, we have too many.
Because people a kid gets grabbed every once in a while, and they're like, "Hey, It happens.
Yep.
It happens.
It does happen.
And that is where we get The Grabber. 1978, we open up on The Diamond, of course. Bad News Bears. Our main guy here throwing some serious heat.
Throwing some heat, but you can definitely tell this kid is a child actor who has never played sports in his life.
He's throwing a CGI ball.
Oh my God,
He's
a
throwing
CGI ball
make-believe
in
ball.
the worst form I've ever seen. He's like, man, you got some heat on that.
You telling me this kid's a nerd and he's throwing straight up 74-mile-an-hour junk balls? There's no way this guy's a loser in any sense.
Of course not. You can't be that good of a pitcher and then get beat up at school, right? It just doesn't correlate.
He's throwing straight darts at this fucking guy. This young Asian boy who is also the age limit on this baseball team goes from 11
to 50
to 22. Check this kid's fucking birth certificate, bro.
Yeah,
he's a little old for me.
It's written in crayon. I am 10
because no one's cranking out these 74-mile fastballs. No one's
cranking him the way he was. That was some Barry Bonds shit over the wall into the water,
hitting dingers.
Yeah, those
off
are some
this
serious
kid.
dingers.
Yeah, a little goofy, and I like this movie. I didn't love it as much as I thought I was going to because there was just some writing issues I had.
Yeah,
but I liked it a lot. But yeah, and I had a lot of fun with it. But there's some writing issues, like small things like that, and even things that didn't really make sense to me that I kind of didn't like.
Yeah.
But I liked the performance a lot. Ethan Hawke, I wish there was a lot more of him. I wish we got a little background. He plays
as to why.
A little bit, right?
I kind of wanted to know the why because his brother seemed normal outside of the coke.
And I will talk about the brother thing, which I thought that absolutely made no sense in this film at all. Adding that character of the brother, I thought that was going to go. I thought that'd be much bigger. That whole fucking thing, bro. It was so fucking weird of adding that character. Anyways, we'll get into that. But yeah, I wanted a little more. I get not showing and not, showing too much, because he's like, it's the killer, it's Hannibal Lecter-esque, but a little bit, give me a little reason, a little
backstory,
a little motivation why he's doing these things, right? Because he would say things to where you'd be like, okay, we're getting a little something there, give me a little bit more, right? And then no detail at all, absolutely no reason at all.
And I thought in the most limited way, I thought there were subtle hints to like some sort of abuse.
As subtle as it gets.
Yeah, because he was talking about, oh, well, we're going to play naughty boy. And, when you go upstairs and he'll beat you with a belt. And I'm thinking, okay, that's probably what his dad did to him, which is why he's like,
Yeah, and he almost talks about the black phone. Like, he's like, that phone hasn't worked since I was a kid either.
Yeah.
But I wanted to give me a little, maybe a flashback or something. Even with Hannibal Lecter, and I thought that the characters are similar because they're both only on screen for a very limited amount of time. But even Hannibal Lecter, he's talking about his past every once in a while. Of course. He's talking about his past horrible murders. So I think I wanted them to I wanted them to make Ethan Hawke even more horrible and scary.
And creepier, yeah.
Show me murder. They never show him killing a single kid in this.
That was something, too, that I found very, very strange. You're talking about a serial killer film, yet we don't see one on-screen murder. I thought that was very
playing
weird.
a little safe.
Yeah.
And not like they were willing to not show, like, this is 1978 kind of violence and whatnot, because they show his sister get the shit beat out of her, which was,
and we see his brother get murdered with an axe.
Right, but never once are we too scared to show him murder one of these kids. Like, show me. I was really hoping within the first 30 minutes, we were going to get something that sets the bar of like, this guy is pure fucking evil.
Right.
Like, he was a bad guy for sure, but we only get the hints from the kids that are calling, like, he got really mad and he really took it out on me and whatnot, but I need a little more there.
Yeah. I thought there was an actor who absolutely blew it out of the park. I thought she was great. And mark her name. Her name's Madeline McGraw, but she played Finney's sister. But she is a great actress, dude. Those scenes of her getting beat by her dad with the belt was like pure terror.
That's for sure why they hired this girl.
Yes.
Because I don't think she was that great when she was being the snarky girl.
I thought those scenes were I thought
they were just too much. They were trying too hard for sure, yeah. I hate when they overdo that when there's a kid that's just so fucking snarky and so fucking witty, and like they do that all the time in movies.
Yeah, they do.
Where they always have a quip loaded up and like Psycho Gorman plays off that really well with that girl for sure.
Yeah.
And but this one had it just too much where she was like too fast. No girls like that.
So not a fan of it with Leia either, huh? And
no, another for sure. I didn't like that much either. But she was great for sure. I mean, I think that what sold her on the job in the audition, I'm sure the audition was they had to do that part. Mm-hmm. And she was great at that for sure. I thought the Finney was a really good. I mean, I think the child actors in this were really hit and miss in a lot of the places. I thought
Finney's performance was good as well.
Well, that's what I was saying. I think Finney did a really good job. The Robin kid, I thought did horrible.
Are you talking about the kid who could beat up other people?
The kid who did like kung fu at one point.
Yeah, the one with the long hair.
I like that. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I like that scene where it was brutal to where he was beating that kid.
Yes.
I really like that. Like, show me some 70s.
Acting wasn't.
But the acting was
great.
like,
yeah.
It was, which is so weird, you know? It's such a hard thing to get good. I mean, Spielberg is the best of the best when it comes to getting these child actors, but the main kid did good, and that's the most important part because he had the most screen time for sure. And the sister did good, I thought, when she was terrorized, and she was terrorized throughout most of this film.
She was. She was. A lot of psychedelic dreams. Yeah, psychic dreams.
Yeah, there was a lot going on in this film. It definitely felt Stephen King-esque.
Yes, very much so.
And, like, we have to have a psychic element here for some fucking reason. And that's where her sister comes in, where she's able to have dreams. It's a cool element, though.
It is, and they give a little backdrop to it with her mom, and then her mom kind of went crazy because she also had psychic dreams. So there was some backstory to that, which I liked because I need a little bit.
And they're kind of one-dimensional drunk dad,
yeah,
classic 70s dad who almost had a redeeming quality, but then they half did it. Like,
really? Yeah, he's kind of like, well, I'm still a piece of shit.
They didn't really commit to that. No. I wish there was even a little more there or something, but yeah, their mom had some kind of psychic thing where eventually she killed herself because of it. Because I guess the voices told her to do that. But her sister, and it's not revealed until later on how it really works. But really, she's able to see like the last day of all the kids that were previously killed.
Yep.
And in turn, that kind of gives her really good hints, like really fucking spot on, like. Hints of where this guy's at, where the grabber, a.k.a. Ethan Hawke. And some things are so fucking stupid, though, where it's like, why were the cops not releasing details of the Black Poons and the black van?
No idea. They were keeping all of that secret.
If kids knew, and kids are all, it's only happening at this one school. Mm-hmm. And if everyone knew, stay away from black van, black balloons, this guy would never grab another kid.
But Cash, it does line up so well with 70s cops and serial killers, so it made sense. I mean, they were just following the pattern of how these cops operated in the 70s.
I think they would.
Okay, this is true to form.
At some point, they released some kind of information. They're really just playing their cards close to the fucking vest.
A little too close to the vest, I'd say.
Like, what would that detail?
It'd probably save a few children's lives. You know?
Yeah, but how would that benefit the grabber coming out and saying,
idea.
I mean, if anything, he would have to get he'd have to repaint his van.
Yeah, he would.
Which would take time.
And find new balloons.
Is going straight berserk mode, which is something you don't see in serial killers very often, but he's grabbing kids left and right.
Well, historically with serial killers, there's typically a cooldown period, but his cooldown period was 12 hours.
That's why in this fucking film, even in 1978, bro, you would have the FBI here. You would have fucking everyone at this.
Well, because Finney was his 9th child abducted after 9 children in a matter of
They're calling in the National Guard, bro.
We got to figure something out here.
Yeah. For sure. And they're not just letting the local PD, 2 guys, handle this. Okay.
Who've done a shit job up until this point.
They're hiring the town's on lockdown. There's curfew in place. Even in this, I mean, one serial killers never operate in the same area.
No, not typically.
It'd be so easy to catch this guy, man.
Yeah, I thought a lot of elements, too, were very predictable. But in a film like this, I kind of expected it. But, man, we were talking about this before we started recording. My audience was also very much like, oh, yay, like cheering and very happy at the end.
Screaming.
Yeah.
When there was some jump scares, there was a couple good jump scares in this one.
There were some great jump scares.
One got me, the other one did not, but when he turned around and the kid was right there behind him.
Yes, that got everyone in the theater except me. I don't know why. Normally I'm jumpy.
That one
didn't get me.
Not the kids in the road didn't get me, but
Yeah,
that one got me. But this one got me. I think it only got me because a lady in the front row, I think, fainted. She fucking went, oh, and I saw her whole
arm,
body.
yeah.
And people were clapping in my theater throughout, not even at the end, but throughout.
Oh, that's fun.
Like, even when he was, like, spoiler alert through the whole thing, but even when he was doing the first combination lock, I could hear people, and then when he gets out, clap, clap, clap. Of course he's not getting away,
Yeah,
people.
no
It's
shit.
midway through the fucking film. It's like, but yeah, which is, it's a good mark for a film if your audience
Cares that much.
is really involved, and they were definitely. And my audience was like I said, it wasn't packed.
Yeah.
It was probably half full, but people were fucking into it for sure.
So I didn't have someone throw their arms up, but I did have someone duck.
Yeah,
At one of those jump scares. I
There was
think
some-
it was the boy, not the
yeah.
kid.
We can talk about that. There's some great scares for sure.
They really are. Yeah. And that's what I liked is like they definitely did not overuse it in this film. They used it sporadically and
Yeah.
only a handful of times, 2, maybe 3 times. But
It's scary.
Every time they did it was good.
Scott Derrickson's other film, Sinister, is scarier, though,
Yeah,
for
Sinister-
sure.
Sinister
Sinister
is
is one of the scariest films out there, for sure. And that's another Ethan Hawke film. Not playing bad guy in this one. They do. I like that they committed to Ethan Hawke wearing the mask in this, though. They never show his face.
I like that, except at the very
Very
end. And then
beginning.
he's like, "Ah!"
Well,
And
and
he's
at the very
freaking
start,
out.
a little bit when he spills the groceries.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But he's got white face paint. But I mean, he a cool character, but I wanted a little story, man.
a little background.
Like, what does this guy do? Does he own a business? How
He
does own
owns
so many
2
properties?
houses. Maybe he's a realtor or owns
Is
a
he
few
all
houses and
just
rents them
magician?
out.
He's never doing magician work.
No, he's not.
Never.
He's literally just kidnapping children. It's a full-time gig.
But I liked it. It was very realistic. Where it's like, at first I'm like, how the fuck is he gonna get Finney? Like Finney knows at this point that there's guys going around, but he grabs him so fucking quick.
Yeah, he
like
does.
before he can even think about it, he
When
throws the balloons in his face.
Yeah.
And takes off. It's like 2 seconds.
And it was very jarring, too, because he goes, oh, are those black balloons? And then he takes
Bam! As
but
soon
a
as he says
step.
it, yeah.
But boom, he just hits him right away, and it was very realistic because I was like, wow, I didn't even expect
Yeah,
that.
because
as
I
an
thought for
audience
sure
member.
it'd be the drawn on.
Of course.
Like eventually Finney 2 minutes in would be like, oh, fuck,
And then he
this
leans
is
a
him.
little
And
too
then as
into
soon
an
as he
open
figures it
door.
out, yeah.
Yeah.
But this one, it was like, as soon as he saw black balloons, bam, he was fucking out. Spray paint in the mouth.
What is that? What does
I
that
don't
do?
know. I have no idea.
That was so weird.
I don't know what it
that
was. It wasn't spray paint.
No, there's no way.
No.
That'd probably kill you.
I don't know. Ether or something.
Yeah.
Something you could probably get
Something
at
you
any
pass out.
store in 1970s.
Probably.
But the
Or
best
just
one is when
whip
he
it.
just straight up punches him.
Yeah, he does.
That was brutal. But another part where I thought the writing was kind of weak when he was just running down the road. Like, you got to get to a house.
Bro.
Bang on some
Or
door.
just-
And the slowest run ever.
I know.
Slow
He had
s-
so much time.
And you're not running straight down the road. I'm cutting through yards.
Yeah, or I'm going diagonally across street and hitting a home.
Hitting house. I'm driving
Yeah.
fences where he can't drive, obviously.
Right.
Not right down the road to where he can literally hit me with his car.
That
and
was
he does.
frustrating. And he does. He successfully hits the child with his van. So, yeah, that was very irritating for me, too, because I'm like, dude, come on.
Just small things like that
Yeah.
throughout the film I thought could have made it much better, but it was still pretty good. We can get into the brother thing, a character that I thought was added for zero reason. Maybe that's in the short story more. Maybe there was a version where they cut that out, but it's so fucking
But
weird.
he's investigating the
Ra-
murders.
Randomly, our guy, the grabber, well, the first scene is they go, another thing from these cops, bro, if there's a guy that's obsessed with the case, they're investigating this guy.
Of course.
They're not being like, okay, guy, you're
Right,
wild.
yeah.
You know every single detail about this case. And they're just like,
Even though
this
when
is a
they're
frick.
so secretive, too. Yeah.
I know. It's so bizarre, though. I don't understand this character, but his brother is living in a house where the grabber, the brother for some reason is obsessed with this character, or obsessed with this serial killer.
Yeah.
These missings for no reason. We don't get any backstory into it.
Nope.
But he's a guy, he's from some other town, and he's in. I thought for sure there'd be revealed that the brother was in on it at one point, and they're doing this weird, fucked up family thing where it's like, he's pretending. I don't know where he was like, they're playing a game or something where he's trying to figure out where he left these kids or something. But no, the guy's just straight up randomly just happens to be, he's a pretty good investigator.
Yeah, he is.
But he can't figure out that his brother, who has got to be gone 8 to 12 hours a day.
Well, and also going down to the basement at random times for no reason, and then going next door and taking a lot of rugs over there.
Why are you in my house so much? Why are you over here? We have two separate. Yeah, taking down, and it's never explained because the brother is not. It doesn't work.
No,
it is brought up that he does not work. He's just a cokehead, classic 70s cokehead. He's staying home all day. And he's gotten pretty far. He knows exactly where the area he's taking him from. Cannot figure out that his brother is loading 9 different child-sized bags in and out of his house from one house to another, spending how many hours to dig a hole?
So many hours.
Couple hours to dig a hole.
Not
9
easy.
holes.
Yeah.
18 to 20 hours of digging. He's got to be covered in dirt coming up.
Of course. Dirty. Everything. Tired, grumpy.
But the brother is like definitely afraid of the grabber, but we never get an instance of why he's so scared. I would have liked to seen. All he was shown was like you need to see Ethan Hawke's character kind of abusing the brother.
Yeah,
really being like, don't fucking step foot in there, I'll fucking kill you. Like really showing that he's really scared of. We never get that.
No,
the guy's definitely afraid to go in the basement for no reason.
Yeah, for no reason. And then when he finally does, of course, it's too late. Of course, at the very, the conflict of it all, the climax, goes down there and bada bing, bada
Master investigator, all he needed to do was open a single door.
That's it. That's literally it.
He's living in the house with the live children.
Yes, he is. Not with the deceased children who cannot scream and yell and freak out. No.
It's just fucking wild.
Yeah, it is.
Because not even that. But one of the best scenes that doesn't make any sense is Ethan Hawke sitting upstairs with his shirt off. Fucking terrifying. But that's the house that his brother lives in.
Yes. So what if his brother gets up for a glass of milk in the middle of the night?
What's going on, bro?
What are you doing?
What's with the mask?
Weird.
Why are you naked?
Why are you naked? Why do you have a belt on? Are you going to beat me?
Why are you breathing so hard?
Isn't that what Dad used to do to us? What the fuck are you doing?
Are you murdering children down here? Because I swear to God, I'm getting children murder vibes from you.
That's literally the only conclusion I can jump to at this point. You have to be murdering children. This does not make sense.
I don't. Yeah, that's the only problem. The writing was kind of with that. But anyways, weird fucking character. The brother eventually connects these things.
Yep.
But gets axed to the head.
Right to the head.
Yeah, which the grabber has got no problem doing either. Like, that's not going to cause some red flags.
Yeah, no kidding. Doesn't care at all about it. You made me kill my brother. Well, no, you killed him.
How are you going to get away with this one now? They're going to realize your brother is missing.
Oh, man.
But yeah, all I can say is my favorite part of the whole film was Ethan Hawke. In the limited scenes, he is fucking horrifying.
Yeah, he is.
When you hear about that he's playing some sick game where he'll only beat the children after they break the rules, which I loved. That was a very scary thing of him leaving the door unlocked.
Intentionally.
And he kept fucking doing it too. And then eventually the whole element is Finney can talk through the black phone. Of
course.
To these dead children who I like too. I think the writing for that was good of the kids not remembering their name and not remembering, just only really remembering the last moments of their lives.
Them being alive, yeah.
Yeah. But I thought for sure they'd be a little more into like what the things that they had to save him with. But I thought it was kind of silly was the whole thing with the fridge, which took him hours to do.
Yeah. And then he couldn't open the door. I'm like, oh.
But the whole thing, the only reason was for that was so he could throw a steak at the dog, which really couldn't you have just jumped over the door?
I mean, you could have. You could have done something, but But they fit it in there.
He dug. I know. I really were like, we gotta have a reason for him digging through the fridge, guys. A perfect hole too through the weakest concrete you've ever seen.
Very, very weak. Only took but an hour or two. But very thick concrete. But the kid, this 11-year-old just beat the
foot and a half thick, but
yeah,
like paper mache going through it, and not even that, but he shovels it with a porcelain part of which should have broke.
Should have broke. Yeah, immediately. Not great writing on that aspect.
No,
and a lot of dirt being flushed down the toilet as well. That's a ton of dirt because he dug a hole.
The sewer company has to be
Pissed.
furious.
Yeah, I wouldn't be happy.
I thought for sure at some point he was going to turn around and see that hole.
I know.
all
I
he
figured
did-
something would happen as far as like him discovering.
All he did was throw a blanket over it.
Yeah.
He never fucking noticed.
Nope.
Something else that made me super fucking mad was he would give him bottles of Sprite.
That's okay. That's
Bro.
the thought I had. Break that shanks. Shanks, bro. That's what I thought too.
Because he got up.
Yep.
Because remember, this was
Glad you brought that up.
post Sprite. Because he goes up there after he gets the lock combination.
Yeah.
I am jabbing. I understand it's difficult for a young kid.
A young kid to kill someone.
But at this point, he's been in there, and like at the end, it's pretty much him standing up for himself, anyways, of doing the same thing. Dude, just 3 stabs.
Well, I mean, and
This guy's
when he's
2
asleep
bottles
in the chair, bro, I would have just took 2 of them
Yep.
and just boom right in the neck. Sorry, it sucks. I got to kill someone, but it is what it is.
He's got to do it anyways, regardless. Eventually,
and he ends up killing him anyway. So just stab him with the bottle.
he never even thinks about using
No.
those bottles as a weapon.
Not one time.
It's the stupid rocket thing. That's the better weapon in this scenario.
No,
Glass.
those bottles are glass, man. And he got a handle already pre-made.
2 of
there.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought. I would have forgot to bring that up, but that's what I was thinking in the theater too that whole time because they're sitting in there in the film, half the film of just empty bottles, and I'm
Eventually, a ghost child he's so
Throws
fucking
2 of
mad
them,
that he's
yeah.
not figuring that out.
like, you idiot kid.
But another scare that got me was when the kid was all bent over and backwards
Oh,
when he was
yes.
hanging there. I like that a lot too. And he points at the wall or whatever. But and none of that, Ethan Hawke never realizes the grate is missing from the
window.
I would have never gave up on that window idea.
No, hell
you got to open a window now. Use a bottle. Smash. These bottles can be used for so many
There's
things.
so many uses for these bottles. It's incredible. Actually, this kid never put it together. And the giant rugs. Climb up a rug.
Yeah, the
climb
rugs
through
were-
the window.
He gave up so fucking quick on that window,
He
bro.
did, man.
Like,
He really did. He's like, well, I got it off, but now I can't get up there.
the window. Yeah, so many rugs. I was thinking the same thing. Use the rugs. He does use them, but there's so many rugs
Even
in there.
that, you stack up the rugs. Do a fucking pull-up, dude. I mean,
This kid's throwing 78-mile fastballs. There's no way
he
he
can't
can't
do one pull-up to save his life so he doesn't get freaking, killed by this guy? It's wild.
I know.
Wild, man.
At some point, you think he didn't even want it. He didn't even want it.
I didn't want it that bad.
For sure. But yeah, unfortunate. And the cops were 100% going to give up after searching that house for 30 seconds.
Oh, they were like,
They're not
"Yep,
here."
Nothing's here. All right, here we go, boys. We did our time. Let's go
Wrap
get
it up.
coffees and donuts.
We can't go into overtime. We got to get out of here. It's union protocol. Let's
I wore
boogie.
too much. Oh, I found a basement door. God dang it, Sal. Why did you have
Is that
to
the
find
rookie?
a basement
Is that
door?
the fucking rookie?
Tell him. He's paying all of us.
Tell him we don't get paid extra for basement doors, pal, okay?
we don't.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Classic
worst
1970s cops, man.
Classic, horribly written cops that just did not care at all.
No.
You know, these cops would be put up to the fucking 9 deaths. These cops are going to be feeling some heat from their superiors.
I would hope so.
They're acting like
Before you
this
know
is-
it, you're not going to have any kids in your town, okay? The town's going to die.
We get down a full baseball team.
I know. Including the pitcher and catcher, man. This is a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one less Little League team.
I know. People are going to start noticing. Okay. The playoffs are going to be a lot more boring this year.
What happened to the little Yankees? Oh, dude, the whole team was kidnapped.
One weekend.
1 week, and they're all
A
gone.
bad weekend for us.
It really was. We're down to.
What are you going to do?
What are you gonna do? We went from 6 teams to 5, so the playoffs are going to be weird. Someone's got to buy.
There's a bye week now. It's, oh my God.
Oh, God.
I mean, these guys were their biggest leads.
And is there-
was
is
an
there-
8-year-old girl.
Is there no outrage from the parents too in this town? Like, I mean, after the 3rd kid, I'd be like, "What the fuck is going on in our town?"
If
We
I'm
gotta
a
figure
parent,
this out.
I'm staking out the schools.
Yes.
I'm getting a group together. No, they send 9 guys out when someone's missing. They get a search party of 12 dudes.
And they spend one day out there, and if they don't find him, they say, "All right, well, little Timmy's missed. All right."
No one redoes.
Moving on.
Yeah, no one puts up new posters.
It's almost a town of Derry where they just completely forget these kids exist.
Yeah, I wish there was a little something, a little hint of why is everything so okay with this?
Yeah. This is very strange. A very strange town. Oh, God.
Again, though, we don't know what the 70s were like. I mean,
don't.
kids were just getting grabbed. I mean, maybe it was the norm. I'm glad at some point that stopped being okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's
But
great.
what a great time to be a grabber.
I know. Business is
So
booming.
easy to grab kids. And one thing about this grabber is he grabbed the most dangerous kids. He didn't grab the weak kids. He always grabbed the badasses.
Yes. He grabbed
The delinquents.
fucking Robin, who almost murdered another child.
Who was a black belt in Kung Fu. Who had shards of another kid's teeth in his knuckles.
Still in his knuckles at the time of death.
Put up zero fight with this guy. He put up the baseball kid.
Yeah.
Who was like 28. Super fucking.
He was 13 in a 28-year-old's body.
So you got to respect Ethan Hawke for that.
You do. He didn't get the weak. He got the strongest.
Yeah, and you got that punk kid too.
Yeah, that's right.
Who I don't know how he grabbed him because he was with the cops. I'm guessing the cops just gave him.
He's like, here's your dad. He's like, that guy's not my dad.
No, you see, he's wearing a weird mask.
Right. Trust me, you don't want to give me.
He's got that black van you guys were talking about. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Some things in here, but overall, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely had fun with it. There were things like that, but like again, it was a fun film.
Yeah, it's for a horror film, especially one that comes out in the summer. It's good, you know. It's and of course a Blumhouse, and it was fucking made for $16 million. That's it.
Crazy. Already doubled its money at the box office.
Yeah,
Opening
35 mil already. But still tough to open up on the. It would have done even better had it not been competing with Elvis, probably.
Elvis and Jurassic World and
Jurassic
Top Gun.
Yeah.
All three of them. So very tough to compete with.
A film you would think, of course, this film was delayed. Remember, it was supposed to come out in February, which would have been an amazing
Perfect
month.
February film.
And this film ended up having to come out. Of course, you can do it with a Blumhouse film because you know when you only make it for $18, you're going to make your money back. But this film coming out in February would have been.
I think it probably would have done even better than right now.
Oh, for sure, definitely. And maybe, yeah. I'm sure they could have delayed it even more, but you could even delay it to September or October, and it might have done even better.
Yeah.
But
I enjoyed it, though. It was fun.
I liked it, too.
right.
Ethan Hawke killed it.
All right, everyone. That is our review of The Black Phone. If you liked what you're seeing here, please be sure to smash that like button, comment below, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notifications. We drop videos here every single day. Go become a YouTube member for $1.99 a month. Go support the channel. Get special badges and emojis in the comment section. And if you join our second tier, you get all the videos that we record throughout the week, all in one sitting. So thank you guys so much for watching and listening. My name is Mason Knight. That is Cash Krause. Until next time.
Bye.